Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Lux, the channel dedicated to all things rich and luxurious. Donald Trump is not only the 45th President of the United States, but also a well-respected businessman and television personality. Trump's net worth is estimated at $3.1 billion, making him not only the richest politician in American history, but the first billionaire American president. From planes to businesses to his current office. Join us as we reveal to you some of the crazy things Donald Trump spends his billions on. But first, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. If you're already subscribed to the channel, make sure you turn on the notifications as we are releasing new videos every day. Number 7. The United States.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute.
That I will faithfully execute.
Whether you love him, hate him, or really hate him, Donald Trump is the 45th President of the United States. It's true that he's currently in an impeachment battle, but that doesn't stop the fact that he's the acting commander-in-chief. And because of that, whether we want to admit it or not, he honestly spends much of his time spending millions of dollars keeping the United States going. Now, sure, we know it's not exactly his money that he's spending, but it's the money of the nation that he governs. So by extension, it's his money. Number 6. Cars. Let's be honest with ourselves for a second. Would it be almost disappointing to hear that the Donald does not ride in style? I mean, with his ego and his bank account, would it be odd to hear that he doesn't at least have a few cars that prove how much luxury he has in his life? And thankfully, he did live up to that expectation, because he's certainly not living up to it with everything that he does. So what are some of the cars that Donald owns? Why, obviously, some of the finest around, such as the 2003 Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren. He's also got a 1997 Lamborghini Diablo VT, a 2011 Chevy Camaro Indianapolis 500 pace car, and a couple of Rolls Royces for good measure. Just the McLaren alone was worth about $445,000 when it came out, and that was back in 2003. Not to mention the other cars have a rich price tag as well, and that equals many millions of dollars that have been spent so that Donald Trump can ride in style. Oh, but it doesn't stop there. He also has a pair of Rolls-Royce vehicles, including a Rolls-Royce Phantom that cost $500,000. The other is a 1956 Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud, one of the oldest cars in his collection, and by extension, one of his most expensive. The big kicker here is that while Donald Trump owns these cars, he doesn't always drive them, meaning that he has a chauffeur that does the driving for him. After all, why should Donald put effort into things he does, right? Number 5. Sikorsky S76. Oh, you thought that Donald Trump just had a fleet of land vehicles at his disposal. Perish the thought. This is Donald Trump after all. And as you all know, sometimes a car cannot get you to a place in a good amount of time. You need a vehicle that can get you anywhere, at any time. And that means you need a helicopter. What might surprise you, though, is that Donald Trump has not one, not two, but 3 helicopters at his beck and call. However, the biggest and the best of the lot, which cost him $7 million and more, is the Sikorsky S76. This particular helicopter is his go-to flyer, so much so that he's gotten it upgraded and remodeled to suit his legendary personality. What do I mean by that? Well, this one time, Trump decided that the helicopter wasn't grand enough for a man of his stature, and so he went and got someone to remodel the whole chopper so that it could be comprised of solid 24-karat gold. Yes, Trump spent money on a perfectly functional helicopter so that he could just make it a gold one. Don't get me wrong, it still flies. It's just shinier than anything else you're going to see in the sky, save for the sun. This helicopter is so famous that it's been featured on multiple TV shows, including his numerous appearances in the WWE. Oh, and that remodeled chopper, that alone cost $750,000. Number 4. His side hustles. Before he was president, and more than likely once he is done running the country, or is that ruining the country, Trump will go back to his bread and butter, business. Yes, over the years, Trump has had many bad business decisions and has had a lot of businesses go from sure thing to flops. Trump Air, Trump Steaks, and so on. But the fact of the matter is that he has done side hustles that haven't flopped, or even more importantly, didn't require him to do anything other than give his name to the business itself. Some of these things include Trump Home, which includes furniture that is quote-unquote handcrafted to perfection, coffee called Select by Trump, Trump Natural Spring Water, and Trump Fragrance. He even has a line of suits made after him. That I honestly think would be quality because suits have to be quality or else. The point is, for just slapping his name on these side hustles, he's got himself at least $14 million. And again, he doesn't have to make or sell things. That's on the business owners themselves. So to basically do nothing and get money in return, isn't that the ultimate business move? Number 3, airplanes. While helicopters are nice, those are for short-range trips that don't require a ton of travel or gas. However, when it comes to a long-range flight, like going across the country or an ocean, you need an airplane, and Donald Trump has 2. He has a Boeing 757 airplane, a Cessna 750 Citation, and yeah, these things are decked out to the max. The Boeing has multiple bedrooms with pillows that have the family crest on them, while the master bedroom has an entertainment system and a master bath with a 24-karat gold sink. The plane's a main lounge, a dining room, and a private guest room. Trump himself has admitted that getting these planes was not only a smart choice because of the value and the price, which was tens of millions apiece, but he also noted that the Boeing is his favorite toy. Whatever you say, Trump. Seriously though, if you could have one of these planes, you'd be able to go virtually anywhere and have no issue with being comfortable while you fly. Number 2, vacation club/resort. Yeah, Trump has his own resort, and it's located in Palm Springs, Florida. Can't knock him for the location at least. And it's worth $150 million to do. Though it also should be noted that the land it sits on is some of the most valuable land in the entire state. Trump loves to spend time here in his mansion that has 58 bedrooms, 33 bathrooms, and 126 rooms altogether. But here's the kicker that won't make you happy. He originally got his mansion for $5 million. So for it to be worth 30 times more now shows he knows what he's doing with real estate. This is further proven when Donald decided to turn the massive mansion into a full-on club and resort. One with a very high price tag, and one that gets rented out more than you think because of its prime location in Florida via Palm Springs. Oh, and Trump married his current wife Melania here, so there's that too. Number 1, the Golden Penthouse. I want you to imagine your dream house. Seriously, picture it. Picture that you had $1 billion and that you can build any kind of house that you wanted. Anything you could dream of could be made. Now, take that picture and add a lot of gold into it, and you get the Trump Penthouse. This is the place where Trump lives when he's not aboard or in the White House. And in fact, he prefers his penthouse to the White House. I'm not sure I blame him. And it's quite literally adorned with gold. There are golden bowls, there's golden silverware, and I kid you not, he even has a gold toilet. Though to be fair, there are other celebrities who have that, including Kanye West, who's a friend of Trump, shockingly. Just as shocking though, New York City is required to protect this place because of how valuable it all is. The place is worth $90 million, and there's surely millions lying around. So New York City spends $1 million a day to keep it safe. Way to go, Donald! So what do you think? What do you think of all the stuff that Donald Trump owns and spends his money on? Can you believe some of the things that he has honestly spent money on? Do you think you know what else he'll spend his fortune on to try and get even more luxury items? Let me know in the comments below. Like always, thank you for watching Lux, the channel dedicated to all things rich and luxurious. If you like this video, make sure you check out some of our other videos. And to be notified when we release new videos, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. Until next time.